Almost hole in one. What's up, golfers? Welcome to another episode of Golf Life with Mo. And today we're playing at the beautiful Laguna Lang Co course, which is a Sir Nick Faldo designed course, one of many beautiful courses based here in Da Nang, Vietnam. So I had the pleasure of playing this one, which is a par 71 course actually, measuring about 6,200 meters in length. First hole is a par 4 hole. Beautiful first hole to start off. Just have to be wary of the water hazard on the right on your second approach shot. Always great to start off strong with a nice drive down the center. Kind of a link style with bunkers on the left as well, so you'll see that a few times throughout the course. I was a bit worried about my ball leaking to the right into that water hazard, as I mentioned. You can see I have a bit of a natural fade, so I started it left and almost went into the bunkers, but luckily it stopped just short. The greens here are quite big and can be slopey at times, so you can see a little bit here about how far the ball can run if you're hitting on a downhill. Crazy left to right. No par, but you can see I'm quite happy with the bogey on this hole. I actually started on the 10th hole, and I played 10th through the 18th, and then this was obviously the first hole, which I played on the back nine. But for the purposes of this video, I started it in order, so maybe you'll see if I'm a bit rusty on the back nine. That's probably why. Second hole here, some bunkers, very sandy area near the tee boxes. It leaks slightly left, but plays relatively straight. I think the camera angle's a bit deceiving, especially from the white tee box. Second shot is challenging with some of those bunkers. Beautiful mountains in the background. Makes for an epic view when you're watching your ball sail through the sky. There's that challenging second shot I told you about. Again, aiming left on purpose, but my ball sometimes doesn't leak. I was a bit worried that it would land in the bunker, but I went just over the green. So I'll take this as a third shot all day. I was hoping that I could get it to leak downhill and to the right, but it just kept going straight on me. So here's what I have for par. You can tell I didn't quite trust the speed. The greens are a little bit sandy, which will come into play a bit later on. Third hole here, we've got our first par 5, 530 yards. Quite far, with some obstacles throughout, so we'll see them on each shot how they play out. Okay, second shot, still a bit of ways from the green, so not too worried about the people who are on there. Just have to get over this water. Unfortunately, didn't hit my best shot, but luckily it stayed to the right.
okay.
Too fat.
Yeah, uphill. Come, come. Oh,
Very short. The sand.
yes.
Yeah, so you can see here how that sand really slows down the ball. This was a downhill on the green that I was planning to let leak down to the hole. Unfortunately, it stopped just shy and just missed this par putt here as a result. So bang it in for bogey and on to the next one. What's beautiful about this course is you can see there's rice paddy fields here from the second hole to the fourth hole that actually predate the course. They were here before the course was built, and when they built this course, they kept them there to preserve the natural environment. And sometimes you actually see water buffalo grazing on paddy fields, which is a beautiful sight. So par 4 here, bit far from the fairway, so my goal was just to get it center fairway there and kind of cheat right a little bit to shorten the distance. Of course, that makes the second shot a bit longer, but we'll give it a go and try to avoid these bunkers. Didn't hit it clean, and as a result, flew right into a bunker. It's okay, first bunker shot of the day. Let's see what we can do here.
Yes.
Over?
Nine on.
Oh, nice. Amazing.
Oh, full swing easy.
Yeah. My caddy was quite happy with that, and of course so was I. I thought I smashed it over. So on this hole as well, there's a bit of a sand at play, and you can see my caddy kind of testing it out as well, just based on her initial read and what my ball ended up doing.
They'll turn.
Yeah, we thought it was going to turn, but it ended up staying straight. But it's all good, another bogey. And worth noting as well that, you know, the greens are actually sanded Monday through Friday, so on the weekends you won't have to deal with that issue. Beautiful par 3 hole here overlooking a beautiful mountain in the background. It's about 128 yards long, so not too long. Approaching it with a 9-iron here, trying to just get it on the green. We'll take green in regulations all day long. Let's go for birdie, why not? Oh, so close. You can see I'm getting more comfortable reading the greens with the sand at play. At least giving it a chance. Splash it in for par. First par of the day. Par 4 here on the 6th hole. Bit of sand right in front of the tee box, but otherwise relatively straightforward hole. Just narrows a bit as you approach the green. You just have to account for that depending on where the flag is placed. Second shot here, the flag's kind of tucked to the right of the green. I'm going to try and aim a bit left due to my fade. Fade's a bit more than I'd like and a bit short, so it didn't quite reach the green, but luckily avoided the rocks. Try to chip it on. Didn't quite get it there out of the rough, unfortunately. We're scaring the hole. We keep getting it close for par. I'll take bogeys all day long. I'm, relatively new to golf and just trying to improve. Been playing for a couple of years now, so if I'm playing bogey ball, that's a great day. Hole number 7 here. It's another par 4. This one's actually quite short. There's just a lot of sand, especially from the tee box view. that you have to avoid, but I think most of it is relatively just visual. Doesn't really seem to get in play too much. Of course, depending on where you hit it. Luckily, I avoided those two dimples in the middle of the fairway. Have a short approach shot here. And this is the danger with playing on this course, is if you don't quite get enough on it, it can leak down like this, right back into the bunker. I was a bit upset, but I've been playing okay out of the bunker so far. Let's see if I can do it again. Nice. Right over that high lip, which is always tricky. Par chance. Splash. Nice save there. A little bit nerve-wracking. Another par 3. This is, I guess, quote-unquote, the signature hole. Kind of a bit informal. But it's very short, 115 yards. Ocean is set behind it, so it's a beautiful view, especially when you're on the green. So the green actually leaks from left to right downhill, so I wanted to hit it on this left side to give it a chance to roll down. So close. I'm scaring it for these birdie chances though. But you can't get mad with a view like this. Look at this amazing weather right on the ocean. Knock it in for another par. Having a great day so far. Fist pump for the win. Okay, this is the other hole that's actually adjacent to the ocean. Hole number 9. Beautiful, beautiful hole. You just have to avoid the left side where there's sand from tee all the way to the green. Okay, approach shot here. Just trying to get it close to the hole. I tried my 56 degree and unfortunately just got 2 under it. I've been hitting way better with my 58, so I think I'll just stick with that from now on. Caddy was quite happy with that third shot. Try to save par here. Okay, 10th hole here. As I said, I actually started on this hole, but for the purposes of this video, I wanted you to see it from hole 1 onwards. Disclaimer that this was the beginning of my game, and you'll see maybe a bit of a difference in my rust level. But it's a beautiful par 4 here, sort of a dogleg left. It's a bit of a blind tee box shot, especially with that big tree in the middle. So my goal was just to get it close to that tree but past it, so I know where I'm going next. Second shot was kind of like one of those where you can play it safe or go for the green, just given the distance. So I opted to play it safe just to give myself a chance to avoid the water where you can see the bushes ahead of me here. There's a sneaky river there. Unfortunately, just got a little bit too much on that. And here's where the rust comes in. A bit unlucky. Just rolled off the fringe with some pace, and it's a bit downhill as well. So it slowed down this 5th shot. We'll have to settle for a double bogey. And that's how I started my round. So obviously it was only uphill from there and better in that sense. Another par 3 here for hole 11. Pretty straightforward shot here. The flag was actually on the front of the green.
Almost hole in one. Thank you.
Yeah, so after a double bogey start, this was definitely a good way to recover.
Oh,
Scared it for birdie.
man.
So knocked it in for par. Yet another par on the cards. We cannot be upset with that. Hole 12 is a par 4. You've got these 3 bunkers in the middle that you just have to be mindful of if you're a longer driver. So I chose to just aim a bit left of them to avoid that just in case. You just have to make sure you don't aim too much left. You can see there's rough there. My second shot, I definitely just duffed it, unfortunately, but it's still playable. Try to get it on green. Par chance. Just hit it a bit too hard. This green actually wasn't so bad in terms of quality. You could see a bit of a difference in the sand, so not all greens will be like that Monday through Friday. Hole 13 is a par 4 with a bridge that you have to cross as well on the approach shot. First shot's pretty straightforward. Beautiful mountain ranges throughout this course. Very, very lovely vibe and environment. I really enjoyed, the natural environment on this course, and playing on a weekday it was pretty empty, so I didn't really run into anybody on the course. It's really nice to have the course to yourself, especially when it's this beautiful and the weather's this nice.
Okay. No slide.
Yeah, no slice. I expect a bit of a fade.
So you can see sometimes the fade isn't so reliable, and so I end up on the left. But that's okay, because we'll just chip it right back near the hole. Close but no cigar. We'll take the bogey though. Hole number 14 is a par 3, bit on the longer end compared to the other ones. A lot of sand before the hole. You just want to make sure you avoid that. Couldn't really see the flag from the tee box actually that well. It was just a bit sunny. So I aimed left to be safe.
Too much left?
Too much left.
Yeah. Okay.
Safe?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure I could see, the ball land on the green. Fortunately, just short and uphill, so the ball didn't roll for me. You can see how slopey these greens are, though. You just have to account for that. Yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to move on to the next hole, so double bogey it is. Okay, hole number 15 here. My caddy asked me to aim left, but it's a dogleg right. I wasn't sure about that dogleg right on this shot, so I just kind of went based on her instruction. I think she was surprised that I actually hit it straight. I think she told me to hit it left because she wanted it to fade based on how I've been swinging it. Luckily, it's still playable. And a good 3-wood second shot to help recover that.
Yes, sir.
I knew it right when I hit it. Bunker ball. I think after that double bogey on the par 3 and then landing in the bunker here with a tough shot out of it as well, I was a bit defeated. thing about golf is you have to shake it off, and every hole is a new story. So once I got past this hole, I tried to, forget about it and approach it like it was a whole new game. Triple bogey, so this was the worst score of the day. Not one to look back on and remember, but maybe just to learn from. Hole 16, par 4 here. Trying to recover from the last couple of holes. Blind second shot here, just trying to get it on the fairway. Okay, you can see uphill green, and there's a false front. So you really just got to make sure you get enough on it.
Good.
Curved a lot more left than I expected. But a bogey we will take, especially after those last two holes. Hole number 17 here is a par 4. You can see it's very links style in terms of the bunkers and the sand that are laid out. I think doesn't really come into play until your approach shot, where you just have to be mindful of it. You can see how excited I am to hit a good shot after the double bogey, triple bogey back to back. So I hit a 3-wood. It was getting dangerously close, but luckily stayed right of the sand. I think it's because I hit it with the toe. I didn't quite get enough on it, but it was safe. Another bogey. So we have officially recovered from the double bogey, triple bogey with a back-to-back bogey. Feeling good heading into par 5, hole 18. It's a dogleg right. You really just gotta smash it above this bunker and leak it a bit right, which is my forte. So I think this was the shot of the day for me in terms of how I felt with confidence. I really just went full send on it, and luckily it worked out. So we have a good second shot here. Another clean shot, just getting it down there. Try to get it on in 3.
Nice.
But overall, this course was super beautiful. Like I said, very, very amazing layout, challenging holes. We've got a bit of bunker play, as you can see here, coming back into play, so it definitely keeps you on your toes. But the fairways are also wide enough to where, you shouldn't have to deal with them too much. There's beautiful aesthetics when it comes to the ocean, as well as the mountains and the backdrop, that really just make it, really enjoyable experience, and the quality is quite top tier. So I think Sir Nick Faldo did a really great job with this design. And it's really great to see a lot of top-tier golfers designing golf courses here in Vietnam. There's been a big boom of late, so if you haven't played golf here yet, I highly, highly recommend you come visit. Final score of 88 is actually a better score for me, so I'm quite pleased with my performance. Take care. See y'all in the next episode. Peace.